Buried alive, my struggle with stuff. I was overwhelmed. The sheer volume of items around me was suffocating. My apartment, once a haven, felt like a prison of possessions. Every corner was filled with things I didn't even remember owning. Clothes spilled from closets, books formed precarious towers, and papers seemed to multiply overnight. It was as if the clutter had a life of its own, growing and spreading without my consent. The clutter weighed me down, stealing my time and energy. Every day felt like a battle against the mess, leaving me exhausted and defeated. As a child, I was fascinated by organizing. I found joy in creating order out of chaos. I would spend hours tidying my room, rearranging furniture, and purging unnecessary items. It was a therapeutic process, a way to bring clarity and peace to my space. But somewhere along the way, the clutter crept back in. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, it began to accumulate. Life got busy, and I lost my way. Responsibilities piled up, and the once manageable mess turned into an overwhelming burden. I tried every organizing trick in the book. I read countless articles and watched numerous videos, all promising the ultimate solution to my clutter problem. I bought storage containers, created elaborate filing systems, and made countless trips to donation centers. Each time, I hoped this would be the answer. But the relief was always temporary. The clutter always returned. It was a never-ending cycle of tidying and recluttering. I knew there had to be a better way, a more permanent solution that would break this cycle once and for all. A way to not just organize my belongings, but to truly free myself from the burden of excess. I wanted to reclaim my space and my peace of mind. Little did I know, a life-changing discovery awaited me. A new perspective that would transform not just my home, but my entire approach to living. It was during a particularly frustrating cleaning session that I stumbled upon the concept that would change everything: spark joy. I was surrounded by clutter, feeling overwhelmed and defeated, when I realized there had to be a better way to approach this. Instead of focusing on what to discard, I asked myself a simple question: does this spark joy? This question shifted my perspective entirely. This question, as simple as it seemed, was incredibly powerful. It made me pause and truly consider the value of each item in my life. Suddenly, I wasn't just sorting through objects. I was connecting with my feelings. Each item became a reflection of my inner world. I held each item in my hand and paid attention to how it made me feel. The process became almost meditative, a journey of self-discovery. If it sparked joy, I kept it. These items became treasures, symbols of happiness and positivity in my life. If not, I thanked it for its service and let it go. This act of gratitude made the process of letting go much easier and more meaningful. This shift in mindset was profound. It was a revelation that transformed my approach to not just cleaning, but to life itself. It wasn't about following arbitrary rules or achieving a certain aesthetic. It was about creating a space that resonated with my true self. It was about creating a space that brought me joy and reflected who I truly was. This new philosophy not only transformed my home, but also brought a sense of peace and fulfillment to my life. The KonMari Method trademark is not just a cleaning method, it's a philosophy. It's about surrounding yourself with things that spark joy and letting go of the rest with gratitude. It's about respecting your belongings and appreciating the role they play in your life. The KonMari Method trademark emphasizes tidying by category, not by location. This means gathering all your clothes together, for example, and deciding what sparks joy before moving on to books, papers, kimono, miscellaneous items, and finally, sentimental items. Tidying by category allows you to see the true volume of what you own and make more informed decisions about what to keep. The first step is to commit to the process. Tidying your entire home using the KonMari Method trademark takes time and effort, but trust me, the results are worth it. Next, visualize your ideal lifestyle. How do you want your home to look and feel? What activities bring you joy? Having a clear vision will guide your decisions and motivate you to keep going. Remember, tidying is not about deprivation. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter. As you begin to declutter, you'll be amazed by how much lighter and freer you feel. Section 5. Clothing, the first category to tackle. We begin with clothes because they are the least emotionally charged category. Gather all your clothes, yes, all of them, and put them in one place. This includes everything in your closets, drawers, laundry baskets, and even the clothes you haven't worn in years. Hold each item in your hand and ask yourself the magic question. Does this spark joy? Trust your intuition. If it sparks joy, keep it. If not, thank the item for its service and let it go. When you're finished, you'll be left with a curated wardrobe filled with clothes you love to wear. Section 6. Books, papers, kimono, conquering the rest. This is where we tackle the remaining items in our homes that often get overlooked. After clothes, we move on to books, papers, kimono, miscellaneous items, and finally, sentimental items. Each category requires a different approach, but the goal remains the same: to create a space that brings you joy and peace. The same principle applies: keep only what sparks joy. When it comes to books, this can be particularly challenging, especially for avid readers who cherish their collections. Books can be especially challenging for book lovers. It's important to remember that the value of a book is not in its physical presence, but in the joy and knowledge it brings you. Remember, it's not about how many books you own, but about the joy they bring you. A well-curated collection can be more fulfilling than a cluttered one. Keep the books you love and the ones that add value to your life. Let go of those that no longer serve you or bring you happiness. Papers can be dealt with swiftly and decisively. This includes everything from bills to old receipts and documents. Most papers can be discarded or digitized. By reducing physical clutter, you create more space and mental clarity. Create a simple system for managing important documents. This will help you stay organized and make it easier to find what you need when you need it. Kimono is the most diverse category, encompassing everything from kitchen utensils to electronics to hobby supplies. It can be overwhelming, but breaking it down into smaller subcategories can make the process more manageable. Break down the category into subcategories to make the process less overwhelming. Tackle one subcategory at a time, and soon you'll find that your space is more organized and joyful. Section 7. Sentimental items, the heart of the matter. Sentimental items are often the most difficult to declutter. We attach memories and emotions to these objects, making it hard to let go. When tidying sentimental items, focus on the feeling the item evokes. Does it spark joy, or does it bring up feelings of guilt, sadness, or obligation? Keep only the items that spark joy and represent happy memories. Find creative ways to honor the memories associated with items you choose to let go of, such as taking photos or writing about them. Section 8. The transformative power of tidying up, my story. The KonMari Method trademark transformed my life. My home went from cluttered and chaotic to a haven of peace and tranquility. But more importantly, the process of tidying up had a profound impact on my mindset and well-being. I learned to appreciate the things I had and to let go of the things that no longer served me. I became more mindful of my consumption habits and more intentional about the things I brought into my life. Tidying up wasn't just about organizing my belongings, it was about organizing my life. Section 9. More than just cleaning, finding peace and purpose. The KonMari Method trademark is not just a cleaning method, it's a journey of self-discovery. As you tidy your physical space, you also tidy your mind and spirit. You learn to identify what truly matters to you and to let go of the things that are holding you back. You create space for new possibilities and invite joy and abundance into your life. Tidying up is an act of self-care. It's about creating a home and a life you love. Section 10. Your journey awaits. Embrace the joy of tidying. The journey to a clutter-free life begins with a single, determined step. Start by choosing one category to tackle and commit fully to the process. Remember to be patient with yourself and to celebrate your progress along the way. The KonMari Method trademark is not about perfection, it's about making steady progress. It's about creating a space that sparks joy and reflects who you truly are inside. So, embrace the joy of tidying and discover the transformative power it holds within.